2.5 inches of rain for parts of Huron, northern Ashland, and northern Richland counties. And then just recently, as it's fading away, you've got about 3.5 inches for parts of Lorain County. And I just got a tweet a little bit ago confirming that. Our radar estimating it in this this tweet here, Ridgeville, Avon, 3.69 inches. I want to show you that really quickly. Storm totals. Anywhere you're seeing the yellow on here, that's over 2 inches. In some of the spots, you've got some big time numbers. Parts of the area close to 3, you've got what, 2.8. I found actually a 3 in there just a little bit ago. So I believe that report of about 3.5 inches. That's definitely a possibility with this rain. As far as what's left over and what's kind of rolling through, it's fading away fast, super fast, which is great news. What's happening is it's just kind of rolling away from its main batch of energy. So that's good news for the rest of our morning. Shaker Heights, no lightning with this burst. Can't rule out a couple little rumbles, but Shaker Heights, Warrensville Heights, that's going to drop that visibility, especially for kiddos waiting for the school bus this morning or the student drop-off lines. That's gonna slow things down a little bit. Sorry for the kiddos that have to deal with this morning. Walton Hills, the adults and parents, we deal with it all the time. But the kiddos getting back into school, that's never fun. Starting the day off wet. And these are some pretty good downpours as well. Mainly light stuff back through downtown, back through Westlake, back through Elyria. Really fading away. Some moderate rain stretching from North Olmsted through Elyria, Oberlin, Pittsfield, back through North Ridgeville, Wellington, Brighton, Camden, Kipton. Really has been fading away over the last, I'll show you 30 minutes here. Heavy rain to just moderate light rain. Still got some heavy rain pushing in through Granger, Fairlawn, Bath, just, well, what is this, north of Akron or just west of Akron, rather. That's going to continue to push right on through. So that 77 corridor, that's going to be a concern. Not bad now with just a few showers, but you got to watch that for some low visibility as this whole line just tries to roll right in there. So that's going to be a concern. Still some lightning with that near Granger, so yeah, be careful. If you can hear thunder, make sure you're heading inside. If you're waiting for the school bus this morning and you hear thunder, you need to maybe head inside. School buses are probably going to give you some extra time this morning, just driving a little bit slower with some of these downpours, especially if you've got these flood advisories. Those school buses will not be driving through any flooded roads. Barberton, Doylestown, Clinton, Manchester, north of Canal Fulton, heading toward, what was that, Cottage Grove, Portage Lake, Schwartz Corners. That's some pretty heavy rainfall as well. No warnings with this. There's no strong wind. I think the strongest gust I saw on radar estimated was about 35 or 40. There's no real wind with this, but there is lightning, so trees can come down. Lightning can bring trees down. Plus, you've got the flood threat, which is why we have those flood advisories. Moving forward, moving on from here, I do want to pull this up here so I can actually watch and see if you guys have any questions or anything like that. Feel free to comment below while I pull this up, but just know that as we move forward from here, this is what I've been talking about all week. Mark, Ramisha, Katie, and I, we've been talking about just massive amounts of moisture, the dew points. It measures how much moisture is in the air. That extra moisture, that extra humidity, you've been feeling it the last couple of days. Let me mute this. That's what's going to be the concern over the next couple of days moving forward, is how much higher this humidity is actually going to get. See these upper 60s? We were in the mid 60s yesterday. It was hot. We hit 91, but it wasn't as humid as it's about to get. It's about to feel even worse. After these morning clouds and this morning rain gets out of here, temperatures are going to skyrocket. So with the humidity, just tropical humidity, we're up into this ridiculously sticky, wet feeling, thick, just rough air. We're hanging out in this until next week. So Rocky River, I just tweeted this out. You can still see that sun reflecting off the, the press box, the media box there, the announcer's booth on top of the stands there. But there's still some rain outside. Here's your futurecast. I'm going to walk you through this. This is lunchtime today. So lunchtime, we're still going to be back into the 80s. We're in the 70s now. We've got middle, if not upper 80s. I think these numbers may be a little bit too cool. You see Fremont and Norwalk. I think that 88 is going to be more of the trend through lunchtime. 86, 87, 88. High temperatures will be right at about 88, 89. I don't quite think many of us hit 90 because here it is, between 2 and 4. that wave that sparked up the storms that they're kind of fading on now, that's still around, that energy, that little wave, that little kink in the atmosphere, that little twist. That'll be the spark to light up some afternoon thunderstorms. So another round of storms likely this afternoon between 2 and 4, and then those don't fade until probably 6 to 8 o'clock. We'll lose that daytime heating. These storms are strictly just heat fueled, heat and humidity fueled. The humidity's there, but once it starts raining, then they kind of use all that fuel and they collapse on themselves. So I expect some thunder around this evening, but not nearly as much as we saw this morning and not as much as we'll see this afternoon. And it's in between those rounds, those 2 rounds this morning and this afternoon's round that we're talking about, that big time heat rolling in here. So today, 88, scattered storms, still going to be humid, 90 tomorrow. Isolated thunder possible, but I think we're going to have more dry time tomorrow. So 90, 91, maybe some spots hit 92 with heat index readings as high as 100. Most spots today will be, I think this 90, 91 is a bit aggressive. I think 87, 88, 89 definitely doable. Those storms just pop up too early. If they're building by 2 o'clock, we're not going to have enough time to get back to 90, but close. Either way, a degree or so here or there is not going to have a big impact on your day. The humidity, though, will. So even though our temperatures don't hit 90 degrees, our heat index, our feels like, how our body reacts to it, will be in the mid-90s. See those 70s? That's where those storms, the models are picking up on those storms trying to roll in here. We cool it off tonight, but only back into the 70s, and then check it out. Tomorrow, 90, heat index 99, 87 on Friday, heat index 95. The reason we knock that down is because I've got a slightly better shot for some thunder. That cold front doesn't swing through. It just gets close enough. It stays north of us, so we stay with the heat. 89 Saturday, 90 on Sunday. Heat index readings back into the upper 90s through the weekend. So kiddos out of school today, not going to school tomorrow either. Not going to school Thursday or Friday either. So, well, I guess tomorrow is Thursday, but it's going to be hot all week. Next week, it's much more seasonable. We're talking about still low 80s, still hot, don't get me wrong, but not nearly as humid. I'm going to answer a couple of your questions here. I'm going to go through Facebook, through the comments here. Are the schools in Cleveland closed today? There's a full list on news5cleveland.com. I can also, on our app, I can try to pull that up. If you go to the news5cleveland.com, at the top of the screen, top right corner of the screen, you've got 42 closings and maybe closing early. You got like Brecksville, Broadview Heights, Cuyahoga County, that's Chippewa Elementary, closing at 1 o'clock today. So a lot of them closing down early. A lot of schools. So yeah, there's a full list there. I can't read through all of them. I was just thinking about it, but I would waste some time here on Facebook Live. Answer a couple more questions. Hello from Streetsboro. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Rosemary? John, good morning. Scott, good morning. Chris, is this a good day to spray weed killer in lower Wayne County? You've got another round of storms. I know we're talking about maybe drying things out for now. Let's see, Wayne County. You're dry now, probably dry for the next several hours, but you've got that shot at some more afternoon thunderstorms that'll try to roll in here. So I wouldn't expect it to be dry the rest of the day. It's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and you've got those afternoon storms. So if that weed killer needs it to be dry, then tomorrow's probably a better day for that. Michelle, good morning in Mansfield. Kaylin just posted that the school closings. Thank you. That's awesome. Ravenna closed today. Rashawn, tornadoes could be on the way this week, maybe with the drop. No, that's not true. No tornadoes. Maybe some gusty winds with the storms this afternoon, but we don't have the shear. You need a little bit of twist. You need some spin. I don't see it. We don't have it today. Nah. Got hammered in North Ridgeville. Yes, over 3 inches of rain in parts of North Ridgeville. Seven Hills. Good morning, Shireen. Always assume everyone is online, but not everyone is. If you're on Facebook, which is who we're talking to, then you are online. So that's who we're talking to here. If these storms were severe, if they were damaging, then we would be on TV, because that's kind of our number one go-to. But because these storms aren't damaging, we're not on TV. So we're covered on Facebook here, Twitter and Instagram also. All right, so with that, I think we've got all the questions answered. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know. Really quickly, just know that these advisories, the flood advisories, this one in Lorain County is done at 10:15. This one in Huron, northern Richland, and northwestern Ashland County is done at 9 o'clock. But really just kind of, the heavy rain's gone for both of those advisories, so nothing extra, just kind of waiting for that, all that rainwater, all that to run off and kind of collect somewhere. Hopefully not on the roads, but that's going to get much better. So here we go. That's it. A couple more downpours, just 3 or 4 more downpours left over this morning, and things are going to start to improve. It's going to get hot. It's going to get super humid, and that's going to fuel this afternoon's round of thunderstorms. So be careful. Make sure you're paying attention, and make sure you have some way to stay up to date. If you don't have service, or if you're not online like Linda was saying, then thunder. Mother Nature is your number one first line of defense. As soon as you hear thunder, that's the time to bring things inside. It doesn't have to be raining for lightning to strike where you are, especially this afternoon. It may not be raining everywhere. It may just be raining in downpours, and that lightning will strike outside of those thunderstorms, so be careful. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you joining in here. And feel free to share this, because I got the full forecast and hopefully answered everybody's questions. Just feel free to share, like, and comment. Thanks a lot.